Salut tout le monde, et on se retrouve pour du Call of Juarez. Et on continue la suite.
I tried to find Bob Bryant, but it was as if he'd disappeared. Sometime later, I heard the Wild Bunch was back together. Kid Curry escaped from jail, and now he was running the whole shebang. So I took to their trail.
The whole
Because I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with him.
Putain, j'adore son accent. Je sais pas si...
Curry's kind of crazy, ain't he?
Don't let him hear you saying that.
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute, Colorado.
D'abord celui du haut.
Who's shooting? Where are
Being outnumbered, I didn't bother with a warning shot. I just started taking those bastards down.
Ah, ils étaient plus que 4 en fait. Hein?
Old Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid Curry. I could sense him close by, however, plotting something nasty. I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts.
Il y avait de la dynamite partout en fait. Alors... On va continuer. Il a pas dit qu'il fallait des clous quelque part? Trouver de quoi localiser le reste de la... Ah ouais, ok.
And I found one. A map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. Property of the Union Pacific. The plan clearly indicated how they were fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports. Kid Curry was considered the wildest of the Wild Bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children, though some say it was only 5.
Il a reconnu tous les autres.
Kid Curry had bragged to a whore how he was gonna rob a train heading to the U.S. Mint in Denver. And that whore, Fat Sally, she told me.
Fat Sally. Sally la grosse.
The bridge was rigged with dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards.
Ouais, effectivement.
And I made it a point to remove any dynamite that I came across. A moment later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention.
Don't you blow us up now.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Sont combien? 3?
But the Wild Bunch did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head off. It appeared the kid had found a number of new recruits to bolster their ranks. Guess there's always desperate men willing to trade their lives for stolen treasure.
Je vais les enlever? Ah,
What
voilà,
happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one. Once that was done, I figured I'd find my way from there.
Brother, I'm gonna make you pay for that. Too damn close.
Putain, on voit jamais rien. Je me prends tout le temps des balles. Respire un petit coup. psychologue. Ah non, lui il est déjà mort. Ah, c'est toi qui voulais shotter. You wanna blow a bridge? I'm gonna give you one. Goddamn bridge in the teeth.
I'm gonna blow your damn head off.
So, what happened then?
Had to remove more of that damn dynamite.
C'est quoi après tu l'as? Tu
It
la
must
jettes
have
par
been
terre?
terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope.
Ah! Yeah.
So that was all the dynamite?
Funny you should mention that, darling. As actually there was a fourth charge impeding my progress. Once I removed it, my path was pretty clear.
Comment il y a tombé du ciel celui-là? Ouh, joli ça. Le petit headshot pour finir. Le mec qui a failli m'envoyer une balle mortelle. Voilà, ça marche aussi. En fait, un flingue c'est déjà très bien aussi.
So I proceeded onward and realized that that way just wasn't gonna work.
You're done.
I needed an alternate path forward.
Voilà. Je me tais, mais c'est pour l'histoire parce qu'il arrête pas de raconter. Et il raconte ça beaucoup mieux que moi. Je vais peut-être par là, ou il faut sauter par là, attendez. Là peut-être. Non. Mais si... Ah mais non, il faut que j'aille par là.
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me. It was a long burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it. The burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of those sparks. My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer. I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment. Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today. Naturally, I removed the last dynamite charge. Well, it was a touching reunion.
Aïe. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Pourquoi je suis tombé? Ok, le truc m'a fait tomber, c'est pas grave. C'était bien un bug.
But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass as I was not a young man
Ah,
anymore.
mais j'ai sauté!
Of course, I had to tread carefully. Otherwise, I could, well, die.
Just like I did! Là, voilà, là il a bien voulu que je saute. Petit problème de touche des fois, mais c'est pas grave. Vas-y, Père Castor, raconte-nous l'histoire. Persilas. Raconte-nous une histoire, Persilas. Y'a quoi derrière? Persilas. Persilas. Il y a moyen d'aller loin, mais à mon avis, il va juste me dire oula, que je m'écarte de l'histoire.
Kill that SOB! Make him bleed! Send him to forget!
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me.
He's crazier than Kid Curry asked me! Not even getting that fruitcake! Vengeance is mine! Guess he's had enough! I'm gonna blow you into next week, boy! God damn him to hell!
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Ouh là là, the goddamn Gatling gun. You were hiding in a cave, and it was pretty well damn shielded.
Rule the day!
Luckily, I had located some dynamite. I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
You know who I am? You can't hide forever! Shit! God damn it, I need some help here! Come on, boys! Make this something!
Merde, c'est pas lui qui est déjà en haut. Voilà.
Give me a hand here, goddammit!
Eventually, I brought that tunnel down. And that's when I met Kid Curry himself. He had decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
Yeah.
You're gonna...
Ah, j'aurais dû la dodger, j'étais bien parti. J'étais bien parti, il faut juste la dodger. Un peu mieux. Ah. Ok. Faut que je recommence.
Fast as he was, I was just a bit faster.
Oui. Après 3 essais.
And as he lay wounded, I demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me. Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him.
Allez, et je t'ai fait à pleine tête pour éviter
Those
la
were
balle.
his last words.
Je t'ai même pas regardé pour te tuer. Je t'ai fini les yeux fermés. Je t'ai fermé les yeux fermés d'ailleurs. Ah ouais, ça c'est quoi? Dynamite 20. Ça c'est bon. Ça c'est bon. Allez. Et que des victoires à la loyale jusqu'à maintenant. J'espère que ça va rester comme ça, mais c'est pas sûr.
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kinda glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang. Did I neglect to mention that?
Jesse James.
Jesse James? The greatest outlaw who ever lived?
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Ah, Quantrill.
Ah, nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday.
Alors Quantrill, il y a une BD des tuniques bleues là-dessus. Donc c'est un hors-la-loi qui, genre, si je me souviens bien, s'est allié avec les sudistes. Et donc en gros, il faisait juste un carnage parmi la population, quoi. C'était pas un vrai soldat, comme on appelle ça. Voilà.
I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way. But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this Jim.
Quick shooter, on y va. C'est la vie. Ok, faire ça.
You know who we are?
Tellement du whisky.
Now wait a second. Now, how'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this.
Rewind. On dit qu'il pouvait arrêter le train d'un simple Jackbo regard.
They hopped a freight train, having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So, I hopped the same train. The James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota. So Jesse needed more men and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others.
C'est drôle.
I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head.
Ok, fait. Attends, c'est bien... Ouais, le fusil que j'ai d'autres.
Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I
The
reached
James
that...
Younger gang pulled the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever.
And you took them all on by your lonesome. Again. I'm finding this all a little hard to swallow, friend.
Well, maybe you need to wash it down with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell?
Yeah. Tant pis. Non, j'en ai vu un autre. Ouais. Saute. Voilà.
Anyway, excuse me, Ben. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right through there. Let me show you.
Trois, deux, un, go!
I never heard so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
I don't know, Jack. I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
But you
boy.
seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Starr? Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides, over the roof. At some point, some sumbitch saw me and shouted out, "It's the damn Pinkertons!"
It's a damn Pinkerton!
Now, I never worked for that limey cocksucker, but I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins. Those evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepbrother. It was no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted me dead.
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember it.
Je me suis trompé, je pensais qu'il allait tirer à gauche, mais il a tiré à droite. Là, j'ai bien tiré. Et j'ai bien évité la balle. Parlons de foot. Moi, je les évite les balles. Ah oui, d'ailleurs, moi je ne fais pas. Ah, je l'ai eu au corps à corps et puis il y a un autre qui m'a achevé. Bon, ok. Promis, je serai un peu plus. Bon, bah j'ai trébuché.
It was a rickety ride and quite precarious.
J'ai dit espace. Bon, attention, hein, parce que... Voilà.
Shoot that stupid son of a bitch!
Ça se voit quand même que c'est un difficile un petit peu. Hein. Chut, munitions.
You can't fight James Gang!
Allez.
I bet you are.
This asshole don't know who he's up against! Look at...
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way forward.
Ouais, non, bah là c'est bon. Hein.
I wondered if I was ever going to find the front of that train, or the bastard I was after. Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Well, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Guess I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
Ah merde, c'est quoi, c'est en haut? Bon. Ici, j'imagine que ça sera bien. On va l'utiliser. Et on va détruire les pièces. Pas moins couvert pour ouais, personne de ce côté-là. Ouch.
I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself.
Oh. Yeehaw.
There sure were a lot of men determined to die that day.
Yep.
It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn train.
Fallait que je l'évite. Je pensais que c'était cinématique. C'est bon.
I could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you.
Il parle à Ben, qui est donc l'aubergiste, qui est soi-disant celui qui recherche.
Yeah, I didn't kill Jesse.
Je t'ai fait un deuxième nombril juste en
Just
dessous.
wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
À ce
What about
niveau-là,
that
je l'ai.
Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to wet my whistle.
Encore une victoire à la loyale. J'ai 0 points et je sais pas à combien c'est, donc je vais m'arrêter là. Et sur ce, j'espère que ça vous a plu et sur ce, be happy!